Lawson, you are welcome, Queen Sister. Happy Sunday. And I think,
Happy Sunday to you, Sister Kanla.
how are you, our doctor?
Hi, by the grace of God, I'm
All
here.
right, awesome. I hope you're as ready and excited for all of us to participate on this topic.
You gotta be ready. When they call your name, you need to answer. You cannot say wait.
Okay.
Sister Yvonne, you
Awesome.
know that, yeah?
Yep. All right.
Greetings. Yes, I do know that.
All right. Our countdown has started. Thank you, Dr. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Dr. D, thank you for that lovely countdown that always ushers us in to our webinar. We thank you for all you do in the background, and we are always grateful for it. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Dream Team family. Whether you are on meet in Zoom or whether you are on the YouTube, whether be it on Dr. Derek's YouTube, be it on Dream with Dr. Pat, or you are on my YouTube, we heartily welcome you today to the webinar. It's exciting. It's going to be intriguing. It's going to be participatory. It's going to be a dialogue. We are going to have a conversation as a family. And please be ready. Get your notepad and your pen. If you can speak when it comes, be ready to raise your hand when you can. If you are not able, be ready to chime in the conversation through the chat. So all of us will be engaged and all of us will be able to, you know, have this beautiful webinar on this Sunday. So once more, thank you again. Before we go into the webinar proper, as a dream team, we always have our signature tune that we will always begin. And we have been gifted with that angelic voice that's sung by none other than one of our very own, Queen Lerato Shadare. And so at this time, I'm going to call on Dr. Derek to be able to give us our signature tune. Thank you once more, Dr. D. Over to you.
the future we rise high with one heart and revolution, lifting up humanity as we rise, standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorn, we are the stars. Oh, in it to win it, in it to win it. Oh, in it to win it, in it to win it. Bringing hope, shining the light. We're a nation, we are rising with one love, with one hope, bringing solution, lifting up humanity. Let's rise high, standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorn, we are the stars. Oh, in it to win it, in it to win it, to win it. Oh, in it to win it, in it to win it.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, our Queen Lerato, for that lovely signature tune. We know that you have been missing from our midst, but we understand that you are out there with other commitment, but yet your song, your music, your voice is still with us. So, as always, thank you. And we know you will be joining us soon. Thank you. Thank you. Be safe and best of wishes as you are out there. And also for other team members that may not be able to join us today, we know that life has We have so much to do with life, other commitment as well. Please be well, be safe as you are out there. Our queen, Dr. Pat, is not may not going to be with us directly live because she is also out of state, and she and King Dr. John, they are in transit, and so she may come in, she may pop in, she will contribute, but then if we don't see, we will still be grateful. I just want to give a shout out to them as well, because it is thanks to them that we are still able to be using this platform. Everything that we have all achieved, we have learned from the knowledge, from the new family that we have built, from the reality that we have, the relationships. It is thanks to this platform. And without them, we will not have met or known each other. And so, for that, we continue to be grateful, and we continue to extend that gratitude to them every time and every moment that we have the opportunity. And then, without much further ado, we can now go on to our mindset for today. And our mindset is going to be given to us by none other than our queen and sister, Yvonne. Over to you, queen sister.
Thank you, Queen Sister, and greetings, everyone. And I just want to echo what you just said about the platform and how fortunate we are to have it. So thank you. So we're just going to go right in as usual. Today, I'm focusing on modern life, the abundance we have, the isolation, and the anchor, because it's appearing to us in 3 points. We have an abundance, and yet we have the paradox of feeling isolated, not connected, and how we can remedy that. Modern life is defined by a deep paradox. The very tools that are meant to create seamless order and total ease, hyperconvenience and instant connectivity, and automated efficiency frequently generate a new kind of mental and structural chaos. That's what it does if we let it. We trade fiction for speed, only to find ourselves overwhelmed by choice, fragmented attention, and systemic unpredictability. It is easy to fall into the trap of feeling like passive victims of modern systems, completely forgetting that we possess the ultimate agency. We have the privilege of choice. While convenience culture, which is what we're calling this, creates a strong current sweeping us along, we are not forced to drift along with it. Realizing that life isn't just happening to us, that will shift our perspective from helpless frustration to intentional living. So, again, greetings, everyone, and welcome. We thank our Heavenly Father for His faithful provision and protection for the past week and His promise to be with us always. And the Dream Team thanks everyone for joining us again this Sunday. We are blessed and we are grateful. So, in this short discussion, I'm asking us to look at modern life, abundance, isolation, and the anchor or the antidote. We are living in an extraordinary hour in human history. Think about it. At this very moment, you and I can tap a small screen to order a meal, access the sum total of human knowledge if we want, or speak face to face virtually with someone on the other side of the planet in seconds. We have time saving appliances aplenty, multitudes. Can't name them here. We have miraculous medical interventions that extend life, endless options for food and leisure, and choices for entertainment that generations before us could not even imagine. This is where we are. And even the ones who call ourselves not so well endowed financially have access to these things if we care to. But the modern paradox in all this is that, and yet, if we are completely honest with ourselves, we know that this is only half the story, the abundance. Parallel to this incredible material abundance, there is a quiet, heavy reality unfolding across our globe. We see unprecedented levels of anxiety, self isolation, and substance abuse. Generations, young and old, feel increasingly disconnected from one another. We read about unimaginable misery and atrocities done by other humans to humans across the world. And suddenly, the speed of modern life feels less like a convenience and more like a storm, both physical and psychic. It brings us to a profound question for life today or modern life. How is it that we have never had so much to live with, and yet so many of us struggle to find what to live for? Why does a world of connection leave so many still feeling utterly alone? So, the second part of that is from performance to presence. The truth is, convenience feeds the outer life, but it cannot nourish the human soul. Constant stimulation acts like background noise. When every spare second is filled with scrolling, reacting, or consuming, we lose the quiet space where deep processing, healing, and faith actually happens. In the Christian faith, we are reminded that external abundance has never been the metric for internal peace. Using as an example Apostle Paul, who they say wrote almost two-thirds of the New Testament. Yet he wrote from a literal prison cell, and believe you me, the prisons at time were not like the ones we have now. They were places where you could die from infections and infestations, and it was damp, and it was a real prison. And he declared, I have learned in whatever state I am to be content. Why would he say that? Notice he said learned. So it's a discipline. Contentment, which is part of gratitude, isn't something that happens to us when our circumstances become easy or perfect. It is an internal anchor grounded in a living God in whom we believe. Modern life tells us that if we just add one more choice, one more appliance, one more piece of news, we will finally feel secure. But faith calls us out of that endless cycle. Faith calls us from performance into presence. It invites us to stop performing for the world and start being present with our Creator. When the chaos around you moves at high speed, you do not have to match its velocity. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to observe, to discern, and to protect your peace because observation is not passive. And then the anchor or the antidote, as I said, is the three mindsets that we have to find our peace in. So, how do we navigate modern life with both wisdom and grace? How do we live in this modern world without allowing it to hollow us out from the inside? And I think it begins with three practical shifts. Number one, less is more. Protect your mind. In an age of constant noise, guarding your heart is an act of spiritual stewardship. You do not owe every headline, every opinion, or every social trend your emotional energy. You do not. Choose quiet discernment over immediate action. Take a time out, as they say. Number two mindset, authenticity over performance. Real faith is not a public show, it's not a performance, nor is it a posture for social metrics. It is a quiet, authentic walk. When you choose to be not only relevant but real, you create a safe space for yourself, for others to put down their mask as well. And number three, rebuild the generational bridge. Isolation and despair thrive in solitude. When you're alone, it does amplify that isolation and despair that you feel. The antidote to a fragmented world is relational connection. Older generations hold wisdom and stability. The younger generations carry the vital energy and the vision. They are, after all, the future, as we say often. When we extend empathy across generational lines, Listening instead of judging, we build an altar of hope where healing can begin. And the landing and the blessing. So I'm going to say, sisters and brothers, you do not have to carry the weight of the entire world's noise to be useful in it. Think of the serenity prayer, knowing the difference and having the wisdom to choose that. You do not need to solve the global storm to be an anchor right where you stand in your home, your workplace, your schools, your community. It doesn't have to be on the world stage. As we move into our deeper discussion today, let us hold fast to this simple truth. Convenience can grant us comfort, but only God gives us peace. Options can offer us choices, but only purpose gives us direction. While modern life's endless conveniences use only faith offers true rest. Let us guard our peace, cultivate authentic relationships, and keep walking forward today with a steady heart, relying on our divine creator and anchor. He's our anchor who invites us to find our rest in trusting him. A short acronym is just the word rest. And the first letter is R. Refuse the noise. Protect your heart by stepping back from constant headlines and reactions. And the E. Embrace presence. Shift from performing for the world to being present with your God and those around you. The S in the word is to seek truth over relevance. We want to be relevant, but let's know truth first. Choose to be real rather than caught up in the modern trends or the metrics, the algorithms that people say should measure who you are. Trust is the T, the last letter in the word. Trust that anchor. Rely on faith for true stability rather than worldly conveniences, because those will change and shift right under your feet. Thank you, and may we remember that this profound spiritual truth that for believers in a creator, the ultimate antidote to modern chaos is not just better time management or digital boundaries or digital detoxing or whatever we call it, but the paradoxical command found in the scripture that invites us to labor, therefore, to enter into that rest, to attain the peace that passes all understanding. Because true peace is not the absence of trouble, but is a supernatural anchor in the midst of it. And there you have it. Thank you for listening. There you go, Queen Kanla. That's me.
Wonderful, brilliant. Oh my goodness. Did you hear the ending statement? True peace is not the absence of.
It's not. Oh, thank you, thank
Wow.
you, thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Queen Yvonne, yes, I can see the upload also on the screen for you. So much coming across. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
True peace is not the absence of worry.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Sometimes it is good to hear it from someone else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You say it to yourself, but you don't get to reflect on it or have a minute to yourself to really take a deep breath and see how it impacts you. But sometimes that reminder, that reinforcement may
Yeah.
just do it for you, even if you remind yourself just within a day or for a
Yeah.
week or for as long
Absolutely.
as you can.
Absolutely.
I think
Absolutely.
that statement sums up a lot
Yes.
a lot of what you have just given to us as a mind as the mindset, but I know you said a lot. Let me leave others within the platform to be able to contribute and say something, because that was a powerful mindset that you've just given to us, and I can't wait because so much you said. I think
Yeah.
everyone should keep their ears open and their eyes open, because we are going to come across some of those words or some of those expressions or even that conversation, but now it's going to be a dialogue. so
Yes.
so
Yes.
thank you for, I mean,
You're
you
very
have
welcome.
just laid it out in a perfect way to get us to the topic for today. But before we do that, we want to see if any leaders here have a word or two to say about the mindset. If you can speak, you can unmute, or if you can chime in the chat, please do so. I and Queen Yvonne are doing multitasking, so bear with us if you see
Yes,
us
yes.
turning around and looking a different direction, not directly into the webcam.
I have a nice little appreciation from Queen Nancy. She says, "Wow, wow, amazing, Queen Yvonne. Nothing can replace this." Ah, thank you, Queen Nancy. That's nice.
Okay, that is lovely to say. And I also, while I also got update from Queen Dr. Pat, she is still in church in service. They are
Okay.
having a dedication, baby dedication. So let
Okay.
us
Okay.
all.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is something brilliant. That is something beautiful. I mean, to be
It
in God's
is.
house
It
and
is.
dedicating our young ones. So let us join in prayers, and we pray that may
Amen.
this day forever be a day that will be blessed and favored, and everything will be upon that child for the rest of his or her life, as long
Amen.
as they are here and upon the family.
Amen.
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 Okay. If we do not have any other comment, any
No,
other
we
leader
don't.
has anything to say?
No. Not in the chat, anyways. We don't have anything else, so we can proceed, sister.
Okay, all right then. We go into our theme topic for today. Yes, maybe from our fellow members who are here, our topic for today is going to be an open discussion. And the theme or the theme topic, life today. Life today. However, we all are going to interpret it, however, we all are going to try to reflect on it. But that, I think that is a beautiful topic to reflect on.
It
And
is.
our goal is this topic, we are going to make it into a series.
Mm.
We are going to be picking one aspect of life today, or maybe two aspects of life today, depending on the number of dream leaders who will be on the webinar to expand more on that and give each person on a rotating basis to come and say something or to contribute. So, because I know each of us here has something to say about this topic, live today. So, but for the webinar for today, we will begin, Queen Yvonne and myself, we will begin the conversation. And if Dr. Pat makes it after church, which is the goal, which is the plan, then she
Mm.
will come in and share.
Yeah.
If Dr. Benny comes on, which she is now joining us later, she will be
Mm-hmm.
able to also come and share. But that is not limited only to the leaders. Remember, let me borrow from Dr. Pat. Everyone in the dream team is a leader because we all
Yes.
do something,
Yep. Absolutely.
big or
Absolutely.
small. And so feel free and be excited to share and participate. All
Yes.
right. With that said, Queen Yvonne.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Life today. What does that what does that say to you just looking at it? Like someone who
Well,
just read the caption live today, what would that
yeah.
mean for
Well,
you?
you know something, Queen Kanla. When I heard that, when I first thought of that, I thought the saying from, is it Mark Twain, that it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. That is what life today is, from how the observation that I'm seeing. Right? It's true. As I
Mhm.
said it a while ago, we've never had it so good. If we're thinking about material and conveniences and medical breakthroughs, we've never had it so good. Never. This is an amazing time to be alive. It's fantastic. Your head could spin when you think of all the possibilities. But then on the other side, the flip side,
Yes.
because we're so globally connected. Maybe that's why it is. The pressures of the negative can seem so debilitating, right? If you let it, if you're not, if you don't find a balance,
Yeah.
which is to some people, that's a very boring, terrible word. They don't want to hear balance. They think it's boring. I think balance is perfect. I think our Creator meant for us to live in balance, but that's another thing. But because we're so open and it's so available to us, every little thing that happens, and of course, people with ulterior motive, like maybe the media or whatever it is that wants us for the algorithm. So they amplify everything, right? And so then you give your attention to that. And you worry about everything that you hear happening, never mind how across the globe it is. And it just comes, it never stops. It's as I said, it's a storm, it's an avalanche, it's a tsunami. It just pours over you, and you never have a moment's rest unless you choose to anchor yourself in the one who gives us peace, right? It's a
Yes.
balance, because yes, it's true. The times are so good. Everything you think of is basically at your fingertips. And I was going to say, especially in the West, but it's not true. It's global. Everybody have access to these things from this one little device that you have. Information, medical breakthroughs. We hear it as it happens. There you
Yep.
go. That small screen is the world if you let it. It really is, right? And some people, I was reading a little blurb today about a woman, and she said that she came online, she's a writer, so she was researching, and she came online just to check a fact. She thought it was going to take 5 minutes, and 95 minutes she was still there scrolling, and not because she couldn't find it, but because it led her down so many different paths. You know what I mean? But you
Yes.
are the one who have to take back your agency, your power, and say, I'm only here for this. Life is, Sister Lerato says life is laughing, but life is not actually happening to us. We're supposed to be directing all of us. I'm not preaching to anybody, because we all do it, right? We can spend the whole morning scrolling and looking at things because it's so readily available. So that's what I'm saying. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. And that's my little preamble right there. Go ahead, Queen Carla.
Beautifully, beautifully put. I think what I can add from that is the best of times and the worst of times. And the worst of time is behind us. The best of times is now. Just to go a little bit deep onto the characteristics, what made it the worst of times. You have already talked about a few other things, but globally, I want to have us reflect a little bit on the family as that unit.
Mm-hmm.
Because without the family unit, we do not have a community.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Without the family unit, we do not have a global a nation, or we do not have the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
The family unit builds the community, and the community builds the society, and the society builds the world, the
Absolutely.
global stage on which we are today. And so when we talk of life today, that is what I have to first of all go back to the foundation, to the basics. That is where we all started. Biblically, you talked about it begins with God. How did it start? God made man and woman. They were a family, they were a unit.
Yeah.
And these, from these, we became a community, we became a society, and now we have nations. Guess what? I think that journey is also in the Bible, right? From
Yeah.
our first parents, Eve, Adam and Eve, and we
Mm-hmm.
go to our ancestors, Abraham, Jacob, David, and up till the 10 sons of Israel. And here we are, nations, generations down the road. We all can trace our roots from somewhere. We did
Mm-hmm.
not just we did not fall from the air.
I always try
Oh,
to, sorry to interrupt, Queen Conda, but I always say, for those of us who believe, because you do know, You
Yes.
don't know that there are others who believe we climbed out of some primordial or ooze. And so we always, well, at least whenever I talk, I always try to make allowances for that. But we're talking mostly as believers here in the creation story, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. And so that gives us the foundation. Now,
Yeah.
we are not here to judge whether you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, or whatever religion you are, or even you are an atheist. No,
Mm-hmm.
but the foundation is that we were made and created in God's image.
Amen.
We
Amen.
came from a family, and from that family, you were blessed and endowed with God's gifts,
Mm-hmm.
knowledge, skills. That gift of life, then and today, how would you look at it? I cannot look at today when I have not yet reflected how it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then I will be missing something.
Yes.
And so, in the course of our conversation, the different examples that we are going to look at, if you hear us also trying to go back into this aspect of, okay, the past or yesterday, and then connecting it to today, that will be the reason why. Because I just think if we only focus on today, how did you arrive at today?
Yeah. Exactly.
So that is what I wanted to add to what you have said, Queen Yvonne. And so
Thank you.
with that, we would like to get into now a more specific sub theme of life today. There are going to be many, there are going to be different subtopics. And so we will be taking them one at a time and having that conversation to make sure that it is all engaging and everyone has something to say. So at this time, I will pass it over to Queen Yvonne to begin with one of such beautiful, exciting, and enlightening subtopic under this life today. Over to you, Queen Yvonne.
Okay. I think you already touched on the family. Well, the basics of how um, life is being lived or was lived if we're going back to the past. So practical foundations and real world examples. So for instance, community engaged research projects like those linking the Arctic Inuit, if that's what you mean, with youth and the indigenous Veda communities, and just going globally in the Sri Lanka demonstrates how cross-continental exchanges build resilience against shared climate challenges, for instance. And then we talk about intergenerational storytelling,
Mm-hmm.
collaborative activities such as sharing family food traditions, folk tales, and cultural rituals effectively bridge generational and cultural gaps. They can when we're ready to sit down and listen to one another. Because, as I said in the earlier talk, it's when we collaborate or when we get together without judging what is better and what is not better. Just the idea of wanting to learn about each other's cultures, beliefs, systems, just how they live their lives. I think that's where it starts. As you said, we have to go back to the beginning, and it
Yes.
has to be progressive. We didn't come from, as you said, we're not coming from a vacuum. Each generation just doesn't appear. It's a progression, right?
Yes.
We 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 we, we build on what serves us, and what doesn't serve us. Hopefully, we leave that behind. But we don't judge other people's. We're not judging it by other people's culture and saying yours is better than mine. We're talking about progressing cooperatively as a global scale, eventually,
Yes.
even though it might just start in communities, in families, in nations, and in the globe. We'll, we're looking for what's best, good, better, best. We're looking for what's best for all of us eventually. I think that's what you're hoping for, and that's what I'm seeing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Research has confirmed that cultural intelligence, the drive and the ability to adapt across cultures, significantly increases empathy, trust, and multicultural literacy. What do you think of that? That's research has cultural intelligence, CQ, that's another
Mm-hmm.
term.
Mm.
Research confirms that cultural intelligence, which is one key metric, then cultural intelligence, the drive and the ability to adapt across cultures significantly increases empathy, trust, and multicultural literacy. And we have access to that because of the connectivity, the technology that we have that can bring us all together. So that's one key point.
Absolutely. And I think today we can say that technology, which we were looking at, this, what we have, this little
Hmm.
device that we all have, it
Hmm.
has become to us what we call today the global village.
Absolutely.
It has become the global village.
Yeah.
And if I may expand on that and take it further to the cultural bridges and shared humanity, right? We've talked
Hmm.
of community, the family, community, nations, and the global world. So, if we want to look at what would be some of these cultural bridges that we
Mm.
have
Hmm.
as shared human beings, what works best across these borders today in comparison to what it was in the
Well,
past?
yeah. Okay. So the connectivity can be just about instantaneous, whereas in times past, we would have to wait for news cycles or newspapers, or even further back. I think I heard that sometimes it would take months for news from one part of the world to get to another part of the world because of the mode of transportation, right? So
Yes.
today we can know instantly what's happening in just about any part of the world if we choose to, by just going online and researching that. We can ask the question, what's happening in so and so, or even before we ask, sometimes they will tell you what's trending, right? You won't even have to ask, sometimes you can do that. Whereas definitely that it could be processed in a different way, packaged in a different way. People would not get newspapers until they were, some parts of the world, until they were stale, if you want to call it that, because it took so long to travel. It either had to come by ship or, you know, water, or by even by an airplane. But now it's the minute it happens, you can know about it. The minute it happens.
And that is why it is good today more than we can ever think about. Yes, I do agree with you. I remember even like for news, let me give a real life example of how when growing up, communication in the event in a family a unit or experience, let's say you had, whether it's a wedding or whether it's um
A death
an
in the family, a funeral, anything.
a death, or yes, a death in the family, and family members needed to be notified.
Yeah,
So how did this message, this communication get delivered to the rest of the families across the globe,
yeah, yeah. It
or
was a,
in
yeah,
a different city, in a different town?
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
in those days, you, even there were very few cars.
yeah,
In those days, telephone was a luxury.
uh-huh, Yeah.
So it was done by word of mouth and by traders, where you will go and you deliver a message to
Yeah.
someone who is potentially going that route.
Right. Right.
And so, depending on how long they will take to arrive at that destination, that is how that message will take to be
Would
able
take a
to
place.
arrive
Yes.
to your family.
Right.
And some
Absolutely.
and some of those journeys took months
Of course. Yes. So the event could be over before. Uh,
before they got the
yes.
message. And then
Yes.
compare that with today. Isn't it so good today that it happens and within the next minute every family member is notified, everyone is good. So I mean, this is as good as we have it today when we are looking at technology, where
Yes.
we
How it
are, the
serves us. Yeah.
progress,
Yeah.
and how it has breached that cultural differences, that boundary.
Yeah.
Because technology doesn't care whether you're white, you're black,
No. 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 It
you're
doesn't
ethnic.
discriminate at all, and
it
it
doesn't
shouldn't.
it doesn't ask you, it doesn't ask the question,
That's
it just transmits the message.
Yep. That's true. It's meant to be objective, right?
It's meant to be objective. And
Mm-hmm.
so I that will be where, just one example that I will want to give. But also, Queen Yvonne, while I was reflecting on this topic, I you remember in my presentations with diversity inclusion, where we always begin with questions, and one of those questions that came to mind was, I mean, have you ever met someone from another country and discovered that despite, right, or despite the different backgrounds, you shared many more of some hopes and concerns than you
Mm-hmm.
ever imagined, or than would we are made to believe, whether it's the differences from their political status or
Yeah.
wherever you are. But have
Yeah.
you ever realized that?
Of course. Some of it has been child rearing, how they discipline their children, just absolute things like that, or what they think about should be taught in school, and so on and so forth. So, yes, you can meet somebody who you barely have the language in common, but you're able to find out that they believe in some of the same things that they want generationally
Mm-hmm.
or globally, how they see that the world, it may not be right or whatever, but how they see that the world should be running. So yes, and it's becoming more and more, as you said, the global village is so in your hands that you don't even have to go anywhere. You can just be talking to somebody online,
Correct.
you're connecting like that, and you realize that this person sounds just like the ideas that you have about how to do certain things, even the foods that you like, and you think, how would they know? But because we're so connected, they have seen that food. For instance, I'm Jamaican, and I don't think there's a place on this globe that doesn't have Jamaican restaurants. Everybody seems to enjoy Jamaican food. And I find that fascinating. You go to the Asian countries and they have Bob Marley all over the place and everything, and you think, now this is global connection.
Exactly. There you have the curry food, you have
Yes,
the
yes,
barbecue,
yes,
So, I mean, and that is one of the things that sometimes at first we notice these differences: language, food, customs, traditions. But after
hmm
we get to know each other,
hmm
we realize that these differences become less important than
absolutely,
our shared experiences,
absolutely.
than our shared values, right?
Yep, yes,
And then we see that the lesson we get out of it is that, I mean, we all share similar dreams.
hmm
No matter where you live, we want the same things.
right,
Families want to be safe,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Each one of us wants a meaningful work wherever you are, at your job environment.
yes,
Each one of us wants to be respected.
Yep.
And we hope that our children will have the opportunities that
To carry.
we or their parents never had.
Exactly. Yes, that's true. So
Can
it's
I chip in?
yes, of course, Queen Edith.
Yes,
Please go
Mama
ahead. Yes,
Edith.
yes, yes. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Yes. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm sorry I've missed part of the thing, but I'm just fascinated about this discussion. As you are
Oh,
discussing, can you hear me?
yes, we can
Yes,
hear you.
Yes, I'm actually saying you started off, Kanla, by saying we all have been created, assumedly by God. Even if you are an atheist, you are a Christian, you are a Muslim. But funny enough, we all react in the same way in all the fundamentals of what God wanted us to treat, how God wanted us to treat each other. No matter where you come from, you react in a particular way to kindness, to rudeness, to anger, to fight.
yes,
We all react in a way that is not different from saying I'm South African. I will react differently. I find that really very fascinating. And we all like nice things for our children. Every parent from wherever wants the best, wants the goodness for his family or a child or whoever. And but we come from different walks of life. And I find God has a hand, or whoever, the supernatural has got a hand in all our behaviors, wherever we are coming from. Or it says, bottomly, we have been created by somebody who knew what he wanted of us and for each other. One time I said to you something that I learned in another congregation. Someone said, we are all been created to serve God's interest here on earth, not our own interest.
Absolutely.
And therefore, we are just managers of God's estate, this world
Amen.
estate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But well, life is what it is. Some of us forget along the way and we think we are in charge. And some keep reminding us, no, we're not in charge.
We're not.
Oh, well. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. That was very profound, isn't it, Queen Kanda?
yes, it was.
Yes. Yes. The,
No,
the,
no.
the the only disconnect I can see with that, I totally agree with what Queen Edith just said. It's just when we don't when we don't see what she just said, that all of us want the best for our children, but not in a selfish way. We all want that. Don't you know what I mean? Please be aware that another culture, another whatever
Mm,
ethnicity wants the same thing. So do not think that you need to take from them to give your child the best. You understand what I'm going with this?
yeah, yeah,
As you
yeah, yeah.
said, God has made enough. I'm going to say God. I believe in
Mm,
God, the Creator.
yeah,
He's made enough, and He didn't mean for us to rob from others to give to ours. That's not what
that's
He's
it.
intending. He's the
Mm,
steward. He's given
mm,
us stewardship over it all, and we're to use it
mm,
wisely and in love for
mm,
all of all each other. That's the problem. That's
mm.
the disconnect we are seeing in the world, though. Some people or some cultures or whatever think that they're better than other cultures, and so
Yes.
their children or whatever there's deserve better, and there's not enough pie to go around, so they have to rob.
Mm,
This is not what the Creator intended.
No.
He has
mm,
it all. He's given us stewardship over it all, but it's to be shared
mm,
equitably,
mm,
right?
mm,
Yes.
And that is what the problem is. There is so
mm,
much. And yes, we all culturally, ethnically love our children, but we should love other people's children too. That's that's what I'm saying. Thank you, Queen Conla. Thank you, Mama Edith.
Okay.
Yes, I think that was profound. Sorry, one moment. I'm trying to mute. Is Assumpta, please? You are. Can you? Let's see. All right. Yes, thank you for that. I yes, that is so profound. And Queen Yvonne, I what I can only add to that, it will be examples, maybe so that we can actually
Yeah, yeah,
have that in mind. Let's use an example of uh, immigration or migration.
right.
Not We are not going to put it in the context or in the framework of uh, only international, but as well as local, right?
Mm-hmm,
When you
mm-hmm.
move and you move from one city to another, you are migrating. You
Of
change
course, of course.
locations.
Yes.
All right. In each of these scenarios, what happens is you leave the family and you leave your identity that you had with you behind and you locate to a new place.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Now, where you find yourself, you are in a new environment. And what happens? What Mama Edith is saying, it doesn't matter where you go. You
It
are
should
going
not.
there because the reasons why you are going there is the same reasons why those who have been there already came there for the
Same
same
there. Of course.
prosperity,
Yeah.
food,
Mm-hmm,
shelter, education, a better life for their children. We
mm-hmm.
all want the same thing, safety.
Safety. Yep. Security. Yep.
And yet, this cosmopolitan people come of different walks of life, different diversity, you find yourselves in this scenario.
Mm,
Have in mind of something like a refugee camp
mm-hmm.
from all walks of life, all nations. That is at a global level. But within the community, let's say you just moved voluntarily and you still find yourself in a different place, but the reasons are still usually the same, even when it's not in in a situation where you're running away
Absolutely.
from war,
Yes. Yes.
but you
Yes.
still want the same things in life. And
You do.
then when you move over there, what do you meet after you've met these people? You are welcome. That is our humanity.
It is. Absolutely.
You are
Yes.
loved, you are protected. And guess what? You start making friends. You
Mm-hmm.
become friends with people you don't know after you have
Mm-hmm.
interacted, and now you see that you are not only looking at them because of the first impression, or like you are not looking at them from a distance. Now after interacting them and you've created that common goal, you see that they are also like you become friends, your children start becoming friends, you interact together, you celebrate birthdays together, your
Yeah.
children play together, parents
Yes.
become friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Adults share meals, recipes, and even some take it to a totally different level where they start learning about each other's tradition.
Sure.
And
Absolutely.
you start helping strangers become lasting friendships.
Yeah. It's true. That's exactly what happens. Sometimes it's done faster in other places than other, but the whole idea, that is the goal, because wherever we put our feet, we should be at home, right?
Correct.
And should be,
Yes.
and people, there are some communities that are more welcoming than others, but that's people, right? But the whole idea is that you are correct in that you move for good reasons, for safety,
Correct.
for a better life, for more opportunities, because even just using one nation, some communities are dying for some whatever reasons, the industry might have died, and so
Yes.
the still the same idea, though. You want greener pastures, better
Yes.
opportunities.
Correct. And
Yeah.
then, if I want to use an example of, for those of us that are professionals, those of us that are still in the workforce, but even if you've retired, you also experience this in work. Okay, now you happen to be in a company where your colleague, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the past, it used to be more of local, physical locations where everybody needed to be on the ground.
Right.
But because of today,
The
life today,
hybrid work. Yep. Hybrid
again,
work.
it has
Yes.
it has become that digital world. It has become that global world where
Mhm.
you have the office maybe here in the United States, but you have your colleague that is in Brazil.
Yeah.
You have
Absolutely.
another one in Japan. You have
Hmm.
one in Nigeria or Cameroon or Kenya
Yeah.
or in the islands, right? Queen Yvonne.
Yes.
You have
Absolutely.
you have one from Germany. But then
Yep.
initially, the concerns have always, or the differences will be very obvious, and the
Hmm.
concerns will be real, where you say, okay, oh, I we are different. How am I supposed to, or how is it going to work? But guess what? With those differences that are very obvious from the beginning, or sometimes we say the accent, right? Oh,
Yeah.
your accent is different from mine.
Yeah.
Communication styles is different. Oh, you celebrate different holidays. As a Christian, you celebrate Christmas. As a Hindu,
Yeah.
you celebrate a different holiday. As a Muslim, you
Yep.
celebrate Barka de Salah. All of that,
All of that.
the experiences. But guess what? All it requires is the intentionality to
Of course.
listen, to
Yes.
interact, to
Sure.
to one another, to work. And just a few months of working together,
Yep.
what do you normally realize with the changes? You no longer think about all of those things you were concerned. You don't even think that there are thousands of kilometers away in a
You
different
do. That's
nation or continent.
true. That's true. The
Right?
differences shrink and the connections build. It's true.
It
Because of the intentionality, as you said. If you
Yes.
are open to that, you find that, and even more so with the technology, as I said, you can talk to somebody at any time around the globe in the blink of an eye. But
Correct.
many times, you find yourself up at all hours of the night because the time zones are so different. But if you want that connection, you make the
Mm-hmm.
sacrifice because
Correct.
that's what life asks sometimes. Even not just for work, because that has been going on for work for the longest time. People will say, many offices you go into and they have all the clocks on the. Have you ever seen that? The time in Japan, the time in this. They are so in tune with that. They can tell you any time of the day where it is so and so because that's their business. And now it's
Yes.
become personal. People have families all over the world, and they can call their son and so at this hour. It's just amazing, as you said. It's the best of times,
Yes.
and it should stay that way, but it can become the worst if we don't have that intentionality you're talking about. If we magnify the differences and choose to,
Yes.
and make them, yeah, that's the issue. It really is not the thing that anything is so wrong with our times. It's just our attitude towards it. And
Correct.
it always has been like that. it's
Correct.
it's the attitude, the intentionality that you mean good, and you find
Mm-hmm.
a way to do the good, which is
Mm-hmm.
what our creator wants for us, right? Because he wants us, we're all his children, every
Correct.
single one of us, wherever we are on this globe, 8 billion plus of us, whether we know it or acknowledge it or not, we're all his children, and he wants us to get along like siblings should. So now
Right.
we have this new technology that can
Mm-hmm.
help us do that even more connectedly.
Correct.
Let's Yeah, let's
And you
use
see,
it.
move it, and then you see, now we turn with that intentionality. The what we ask now is, or if someone asks a question about you or a sibling or someone, that barrier is or that bridge has been brought down, or that barrier has been brought down. You start talking of people are, oh, he's creative. Oh,
Yes.
they are intelligent. Oh, I trust them.
Yeah.
Oh, they are dependable, right? Oh,
Yes.
they are skillful. It's not no longer by how your name sound or your accent and all of that. And that is the greater value that each of us, that is
Yeah.
the greater value that life today has brought to us.
Yes, it has. Yes, it
And
has.
we are making it count, or we are trying to see that it makes a difference, because there is a lot more that binds us together, that brings us together, than what we may want to believe that divides us or is creating differences among us.
Yeah, it is true. That's exactly. I see our queen, Dr. Benny, has joined us. I'm not sure if she's going to join us or just join us. So
All
you can
right,
check in.
well, we can continue, and when she is ready, she
Okay.
can,
All right.
yes, she can chime in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she is ready. She can chime in at some point in time.
Okay. All
So
right.
again, going back to whether what we
Sorry,
do.
I, I'm in, but I was just going to listen. Because as I
Uh,
said, we had a child being dedicated in church today, so thank God. So,
thank
but
God.
I am here listening. Thank you guys for a very good discussion.
Well,
I'm here. I'm listening.
okay. Welcome, Queen Dr. Patience. Yeah.
Welcome, welcome,
All right.
welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So in all of the conversation that we are having,
Mm-hmm.
we are not trying to say everyone needs to do something big.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
We can do small acts that will build up to these big bridges
Sure.
that will help us. And I believe that is what has been happening.
Yes. It's
Otherwise, we will not have the life that we have today. We will not be where we are today.
exactly. It's true.
It was not done in one sitting or in one period. Now, how many years of existence have we been?
Mm.
2026 years.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yes, it's accumulative, right, and
It's,
progressive. Yes.
yes, it happens through our everyday actions. It happens through learning someone's name, how
Yep.
to pronounce it correctly.
Absolutely.
And when you learn how to pronounce someone's name correctly, by so doing, you are already learning about their culture, their diversity, and we talk of trust and respect.
Yes.
You
And
already get that.
it's been said that the sweetest sound to somebody's name is their name. Somebody's is this is sound of their own name.
It's the
That's what.
sound of their own names.
Yeah. And so
Absolutely.
when you can say it correctly, that's even more of an impact. So yes. And
Yes,
again, as you said, it takes intentionality because some names are challenging. But
exactly.
yeah, when you can do that, it shows that you really are welcoming that person, saying, "I see you. I want to know who you are."
I want
Yeah,
to know who, absolutely. And
yeah.
even when it is a difficult name, guess what? You don't rush to George.
Nope, you don't.
Instead, you become curious.
Exactly.
You become curious and you meet and you talk and you ask for a better way of how you want to go
Yep.
around and getting it right. And then that is where, like, how some comes with nicknames or alternative
Yes.
ways of
Yes. Yes.
calling
Yes.
them. But if
Yes.
you don't engage, then it becomes challenging. Then you are left with judgments of your own,
Absolutely.
and
You're
at the
right.
same time, that means you have not been listening. And when you don't listen, many times it is misunderstood because it comes across as being disrespectful.
Absolutely. And that's true example. I've seen people, some people's, their first name, not the
Yeah.
last name, has many, many, many consonants or whatever, long thing. And you probably will never get to say it properly. But because of the grace, the respect, the welcoming that you show the person, They will
Yeah.
come up with a, as you said, a nickname, a shorter name for you to use. And but still that connection has been made. They see your intention, right? To
Yes.
respect them, to learn, to see them. I've seen that so many times
Yes.
where they will say, okay, just call me whatever, but it's not in a very dismissive way. They're just saying, I see that, you're trying.
You try
And
exactly.
so call me as something simpler, whatever it is. So many times that works. And it's the connection building part of it that they take away, the grace that they take away. They give you grace
They give you
because
grace.
you tried, because you
They
tried.
acknowledge the patience.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
that and that I want that, you want that. No
Absolutely.
matter what part of
Yes.
the world that you are, you also want that.
Yes.
Because it matters. It
It
matters to
does.
each one of us. It
It
matters
does.
to each
It
one
does.
of us.
It does. The building of the universal love or respect, it doesn't happen from the top and it can't be mandated. You can't legalize that because people will find ways around it if you do that. But when you do it where we're talking about one on one, somebody comes into your community or your school or your workplace and you say, hello in a friendly, courteous, respectful way, and then they present you with a name like that. I'm just going to go with this example. And you can't do it, and they see that you try, whatever. I saw that. I saw that happen. And they just said, okay, okay, for instance, some people who are called Peter,
Yes.
believe you, that's not their name. but they gave you grace and allow you to not break your tongue.
Correct.
Yeah, I like that.
I would
I
like
like
to chime in about the name stuff.
that.
Yes.
Okay, welcome, Dr.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Thank you,
We
thank
want
you.
to
But
hear.
before I proceed, I just want to say happy Sunday to each and everyone. And I
Thank you
want to
to you
take
too.
this moment to thank our Heavenly Father for bringing each and everyone. As you all
Amen.
know, He woke us up this morning, despite the fact that a lot of people left and they
Yeah,
died. But
we're
we are
here.
here today for a reason.
Amen.
Happy
Amen, Dr.
Sunday.
Danny. Yes.
Um, when it comes to this name calling stuff, uh, there are certain countries that they have long names and it's really difficult to pronounce those names. But when it comes to my own name, since I noticed that a lot of people don't know how to pronounce Benedette, they in their mind they say Bernadette. I say that's not my name. So I do get mad. So I spell it. I said, this is I'm the only one that have this name because a lot of them B-E-R, and
Yes,
some of
yes.
them B-A. Some of them is Bena. That's not me. Benedette is me. So if you cannot call that name, please just call me D Benny.
There you go. That's what I was talking about. The grace. I mean, you're talking about the grace that you give somebody else.
Oh yeah, because they cannot
Thank you,
pronounce
Dr.
since they cannot
Berry.
pronounce it. Yeah. You can call me D Blessing or D Benny. That's easy. Thank you so much. Proceed, Queen Kanla. Thank you.
You just nailed it exactly. That is the conversation we are talking about. I mean, respect is understood in every language. It doesn't have a name.
True. Very true. Yeah.
Exactly. And so that little effort and that grace you gave for them to call D Benny, that is it. That is it. And it worked out really, really well. So
Yeah.
thank you. I mean, thank you for sharing that aspect with us very much. I mean,
Thank you. So either D Benny or D Money. D Money. My boss call me for real. See, D Money, which means doctor of dollars of money, right? So
I
my
love
boss
I
call my
love that.
yeah,
You
my boss
see,
call me D Money. Seriously.
prosperity. She's claiming her prosperity. She's claiming her blessings.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Yes, I believe. Anyway, oh, I'm sorry to cut you short, but proceed. Then now I will continue. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, then, Queen Yvonne, I think we have like expanded, and there is so much again that we can talk, but maybe we leave some more for next session. Do
Absolutely.
you have maybe we can give Dr. Benny if there are any Q&Ds to answer, or any other uh, members to say a word or two, and then the two of us can go in and do our conclusions for the first of many series to come for today.
Yes, this is
Before
it.
you guys proceed, please, the life of today is more convenient, as I know. It is more connected and
Mm-hmm.
it's full of opportunities, as you all know, right? There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of opportunities, especially people coming from other countries. We all do understand that America is a land of opportunity. Now, when you
Mm-hmm.
come to America, because we are here in America, when you come
Yeah.
here and you don't walk your way up, then you are a failure. I'm saying it because, like I said, there are a lot of opportunities here. You can do anything to survive in this country. You cannot say that, oh, there's nothing. Think of what, before coming to America, what were you thinking of to do in this country? Let me say,
Yeah.
leaving your country, you're running away because of the trouble that you have in your country. You say, hey, I want to come to America. I would tell each and everyone, being in this country for more than 30 years is a land of opportunity. You can try this and it doesn't work out, try this. It doesn't work out, try this. Now, a lot of us come here and we want to study history. Are you kidding me? You are studying history, trying to have a degree in history in America? Now, you think the only way for you to do is just to teach. And the problem is the accent. Remember, you guys talk about accent?
Yes.
Now,
We
Yes.
by
did.
us having, they say, oh, this teacher or whatever, you have an accent. Oh, some of them, when they say I have an accent, I really get pissed. I really get mad. Then I say, oh, you think I have an accent? You have an accent too. What are you talking about? You know? So, what I'm saying is that even if you have a degree in geography, you cannot get a job after your bachelor's degree. You cannot find a job. You can try something else. A lot of people want to do nursing, right? Because that's the easiest. It is really an opportunity, especially for foreigners. When nurses, most of us, because I used to work as a nursing assistant, all right? Working
Mm-hmm.
as a nursing assistant is tough. I tried, then I decided to move further. When I moved further to a medicine aid, then I said, after that, I couldn't take it anymore. So I decided to go back to school. Having a
Yeah.
degree in public health, I said, Chai,
Mm-hmm.
I will not want to work in that nursing home anymore. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it is still an opportunity because in this country, there are a lot of people during snow time, Queen Kanla, Queen Yvonne, during snow time, you notice that a lot of our these people here in this country, they don't want to work. But only foreigners who go and work because, hey, we have our brothers and sisters in Africa that we have to help, right?
Yeah.
In this
Yes.
country, they will not. And I know that a lot of you guys will attest into what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
America is
Yes.
a land of opportunity. You can do anything to survive here. Anyway, we
Yes.
can proceed next week and I will talk about life of today. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Benny.
Powerful contribution. Great
Yeah.
stuff, Queen Dr. Benny. We needed that. And thank you, Queen. We understood that you were running behind, but welcome. You see, we needed that smile as well.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, beautiful. Thank you for your
Thank you, Dr.
contribution.
Benny. You always
Yes.
bring it. Yes.
And then I think I saw Dr. Pat popped up again on the screen. Or
Yeah,
is
she's
there
there.
any
She's
other person who still has
So I was
additional?
Dr.
I was
Patient
kicked,
wants to
no, I was
talk.
kicked I was kicked out.
Oh,
No,
you
I
were
was just kicked out, so I was just coming in.
okay,
Sorry.
okay, all right, okay, all right.
Uh, we do have
Um,
King Herod who wants to say something. He
Yes.
wants to share something. So, King Herod, could you please proceed to what you want to talk about, sir? But hopefully, it should be about this, about life of today.
Oh,
Life
definitely,
today, it
definitely.
can be an opportunity like a job or something, right?
Oh,
Proceed.
definitely, definitely. I want to greet each one. It's been some time since I've been on the dream team. So much is going on. Life is happening, and
Yes.
of course, each it affects different people in different ways. Um, I had a nice chat with Sister Benny recently, and she told me I should share some of what I'm doing. Bring you guys up to date on what is happening in my life, and I have stumbled upon, by default, a wonderful opportunity that deals with health. Most people will know about peptide and the weight epidemic that is hitting the United States and also globally. Unwanted weight, or weight that unnecessarily just occurs to us in our mid 50s, sometimes even as early as adulthood, young adulthood. So I have discovered something that I would like to share. I don't want to interrupt the program. I just want to send. I'm going to send some things here in the chat, and if there's any interest, I would like a phone number so I can contact you individually. And then there is a webinar that happens every day up to Friday every week that you all are invited to attend. So with that in mind, I just wanted to just put that out there, and hopefully that it will bring some value to the conversation of what Sister Benny is just mentioning, that there's an opportunity and one can do anything in this country, but also the most important thing we have to guard is our health, our mind, our health, and most important, our connection with our Creator. So I just want to share that.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. And I'll put information in the chat so you all can follow up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, our brother. We really appreciate you sharing your own thoughts to all of us. Thank you.
Yes, it is a privilege.
Queen
All right.
Kamla, proceed, please.
All right. Thank you. Queen Dr.
There's nothing.
Patience,
There's nothing
you
in the
still
chat.
have something?
I'm going to put it in now. I'm about to put it in.
The only thing on the chart is Queen Nancy, who said, "Wow, Queen Yvonne, there is nothing to replace this." She said, "Wow." So I
I
believe
know.
she's really excited upon whatever presentation, the topic that you
Thank
brought.
you.
It makes her
Yes.
excited.
Yes, I
Thank you so
thanked her.
much,
Yes.
Queen
Thank
Nancy.
you.
We love you.
Queen Canla, I think we're at the end. So if you want me
Okay.
to close, I can. Or if you want to go ahead
But
first, I don't.
before you close, Sister Yvonne,
Pardon
before
me?
you close, I said
Yes?
before you close,
Mm-hmm. Yes, Dr. Patient. Did you get dropped off again? You got knocked out? No, there you
Uh,
are.
she's in.
Hello? We're not. Are you muted? We're not hearing you.
Maybe there's a delay in her.
I know I've missed a very, I'll have to go and replay it. Can you guys hear me?
Now we
Yes.
can. Yeah.
Can you
Now,
hear me or not?
Yes, we can hear you now.
But it look like you guys cannot hear me.
no,
I'm
There's
not
some
now
kind
we
of
muted.
do.
Okay,
there's
you
some kind
guys
of
cannot hear me. Let me see.
some kind of latency.
Mm-mm.
All right. Let us just give her a few. We can hear you now, Dr. P.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Now, what I was saying is that I know it's very difficult to understand
That's a very bad connection.
Yeah,
Wow.
bad connection, delayed
Very bad.
connection. Yeah. Maybe without the video. If
Turn the
you
bit.
can, if yes, because when you're also on video,
Yeah. It drags the power. It
it
drags it.
drains, yes, it drains
Yeah.
the connection.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Dr. P,
Sorry, guys.
please come back.
I keep going. I
I
keep,
know.
I don't know. The internet keeps dropping me. I was saying that the way I'm hearing the excitement, I know you guys have really, really touched this topic. It
Yes.
can look like a simple topic live today, but this is a very
Oh,
loaded
yes.
topic.
Yes, it is.
Very loaded topic. And I know what I was, if I'm going, anything I'm going to share, and I know you have already discussed it. Sorry, I was in and out because we're in church for child dedication.
Yes.
Live today. What I've realized, including me, everything is an emergency, everything is a rush.
Yes,
Everything's a now, now, now. I'm really trying to work on that.
yeah,
Like now, 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 rush, rush, rush.
yeah.
And people just drive themselves at 110%,
Mm-hmm.
run around things, and actually achieve less than 100%. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
I
Because we
do.
have made everything an emergency.
Yes,
We're not even
yes.
taking a step back, take a deep breath,
Mm-hmm.
and seek our creator, as my brother Harold said, right? We don't even seek him sometimes because we think that it's by our own strength. We want to do it now, no, no, I have to do this thing, I have to go here, I have to go here. Like, where are we rushing to?
I know.
The
That's
life
what I
today
was
is
talking
all
about.
rush. We're just
Yes, that's what.
rushing and rushing and rushing.
Yes,
And
yes.
sometimes we want to find people have crashed,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
basically crashed.
Yes, they have.
And
Yes, they
all
have.
because we did not even take the time to take a deep breath and just thank our creator. Say, thank you for today. Thank you for the
Absolutely.
breath and rest. I am a
Amen.
victim. Oh. Don't say, oh, Queen Petra, I don't have it under control. I
We
am
all do
telling
it.
myself every day as well to
Yes.
say, how can I slow down
Yep.
and don't let the life today be running, be making me running like a mat. In Cameroon, we say headless chicken. I think that's the
Headless
statement.
chicken. Yes, yes, yes,
You don't
yes.
have a
It's
Yes.
head.
chicken,
You just go in.
chicken,
Your body,
chicken without the head.
Chicken
head. You
without
just
the
the
head.
body is
Yes,
shaking. This is a
yes.
very powerful topic. Thank you guys for. I'll go and listen on the YouTube, and I
Yeah.
know there's some lessons there that I can use for my own self. But
Mm-hmm.
I can appreciate you guys a lot. These are
Thank you.
things that we can look at the topic. I think that what are they going to talk about life today? But this is something that we need to. There,
Yeah.
as we are seeing the generation changing from the baby bloomers through what is all this generation then going to millennial, Gen Z, Alpha. The life today is getting more and more crazier for them.
Yes.
That's why it's causing a lot of anxiety, a lot
Yeah.
of worry. So we
Yeah.
just have to take a deep breath. As Queen Benny shared something, take a deep breath. Okay, if this is not working for me, it's not because I'm a failure. Is that really
Mm-hmm.
my calling? Maybe
Yeah.
that's not your calling.
Sure.
Seek the Lord and change course, but
Absolutely.
change course with discernment.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you all for blessing us all today. The internet where I am is not the best. That's why you keep dropping me. Queen
Okay.
Kanla and Queen Yvonne, you will take it over and close it to the end. I'll just sit there now and listen. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Patience.
Thank you, Dr. P.
All right. Did you want me to close
Yes.
with my section? So I just finished off by saying the same thing. Chaos is the background noise of the fallen world, but choice is the God-given stewardship of your soul. We, as we've said here many times, we have that option to turn to our Creator for direction. You cannot control the storm and everything that's coming at you. You can't, because it's the technology and how we're living, the algorithms. It's gonna come pouring at you hard. But through Christ, you choose where to anchor your heart, discernment, and choices. We live in a world that's loud, demanding, and constantly vying for our attention. It tells us that we are victims of our schedules and captives to the chaos. But Scripture reminds us that our Creator God did not give us a spirit of fear, no fear of missing out, but a power and love and a sound mind. The sound mind is your power of choice. The noise will not stop tomorrow. It's going to keep coming. The emails will still arrive, the headlines will blare, and the unexpected will still happen. But the ultimate authority over your day does not belong to the chaos. It belongs to the choices you make in the quiet. You cannot quiet the world, but you can choose who you listen to. Prioritize what matters, protect your peace, employ the privilege of choice that you have been endowed with from your Creator, and watch how that transforms your life into a life of peace. Peace that surpasses all human understanding. Thank you, Dr. Queen Kanla. That's me. I'm done.
Powerful. Thank you, Queen Sister Yvonne.
You're
All
welcome.
right. And my conclusion will be that if you travel or when we travel,
Mm-hmm.
you will hear thousands of languages. You're
Mm-hmm.
going to taste different foods. You're going to have different experiences and different outcomes.
Yes.
And yet, wherever you go, you also see parents encouraging their children. You find friends laughing together,
Mm.
neighbors helping each other after a disaster. How many of us have seen where a disaster happens in Asia and people are sending help from America and Africa? Something
Yes.
happens in
Yes.
Africa and people all over are reacting to that. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
neighbors will
Mm-hmm.
be helping each other after a disaster. Communities will celebrate weddings and mourning losses together. And
Yes.
yet, these experiences remind us that we belong to one human family.
Yes.
Again,
Yes.
these experiences remind us that we belong to one human family.
Amen.
And then I want to use a quote from one great anthropologist, Margaret Mead,
Mm-hmm.
who once observed, if we are to achieve a richer culture, rich in contrasting values, we must recognize the whole gamut of human potentialities.
Right. She's right.
And so when we walk across the borders, that doesn't erase our differences, but what does it does? It teaches us to appreciate them.
Yeah.
And in the same way, it helps us to discover something even more important. And what would that be? Kindness, integrity,
Yeah.
compassion,
Mm-hmm.
respect, and hope that all of these values we share, we are one humanity or the same people everywhere, irrespective of where you are.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And yes, and then I will put it again in a different quotes, like short sentences or phrases,
Mm-hmm.
where you can say, every culture contributes something valuable to humanity.
Yes. Absolutely.
Different languages will enrich communications, and different traditions enrich our understanding. Different experiences strengthen our collective wisdom. Yet, beneath these differences lies a common foundation.
Yeah.
And as the saying goes, we are different roots, but guess what? The same humanity.
Yes, we are.
So,
Very.
thank you.
Thank you, Queen Kanla. Okay. Well, Brother Harold has placed all the information in the chat, so anyone who wants to copy it, please do so.
All right. Thank you, Brother Harold.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes. All right. I think with that brings us to the end of our webinar session for today. But before we say goodbye to all of us, both on YouTube and on the Meet and Greet, we just want to remind ourselves of the webinars that we have during the week. On Mondays, we have Mindset Monday with Queen Miriam and Dr. Derek at 7 p.m. Daylight time.
Mm-hmm.
And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have Deep Dive Globally Changing Life, again with Dr. Derek, where you can go and he will be able to answer your questions. And also, he is now very, very powerful in mindset and also educational topics. Very intriguing, very interesting, and participating. Again, time is 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday and Thursday. And while we wait for our twin sister, Queen the two Evans, they will let us know when their
Yes, I will.
webinar resumes.
Thank you.
Then that takes us to Thursday morning with the Singapore Malaysia group. They have their webinars in the morning. It's not been consistent lately, so
No, it has not. Yeah.
yes, so just watch out if you see the meeting sent out, then just go with the flow. And if not, go with the flow until we are back again on Sunday with the Dream Team, 12:45 p.m. And which brings me to the second announcement. Due to leadership or Dream Team leaders not being available next week, some of us, or let me say, like a good number of the team, will be in transit and out of state. So we would want to use this opportunity to tell you that next week we are not going to have a Dream Team meeting. But guess what? We resume. How many of us would like us to take this topic to part two? I would want, let's take it to part two so that we can
Yes.
continue that conversation. We don't want, with the knowledge what we've gotten now for us to forget. So when we come back, I okay. How many are for it? Because I
There's,
am I'm
there's
I'm
my hand. There's my hand. There's my hand raised. And there's Dr. Benny. There you go. That's three of us.
okay. That is awesome. So now in the chat, do we have any
Nobody's
acknowledgement?
voting in the
Well,
chat, but I'm sure that.
we have Queen Nancy. She's ready. She loved the topic. She raised her hands up as well.
Oh, where? Okay, all
Look
right,
at her.
good.
Yeah.
Ah,
Thank you.
thank you. So then that will put our series, our part two, on August the 9th. And when we come back, we will continue this conversation. So thank you all. It's been exciting. It's been really of great value hearing from all of us participate. I want to wish each and every one of you a wonderful week, a blessed week, and a productive week. Thank you all for our family on YouTube. Thank you for being here and hope to see you again when we resume Dream Team on Sunday. Everyone here, thank you. You can unmute and let us say to each other, we are in it to win it.
Okay.
And enjoy
Wonderful.
and have a wonderful week.
We are in it
We
to
are in it
win.
to
We
win
are
it.
We are in
in
it
it
to
to
win
win
it.
Win, win, win.
it.
Oh, so I don't forget, for those of us that are here that were expecting or anticipating a meeting at 4 today, talking of opportunities, we heard our King brother Harold also shared something. We were supposed to have another opportunity meeting at 4 p.m., but it's been canceled. So the
Really?
next meeting, yes, the next meeting is going to be two Sundays from today. So there will be no meeting at 4 p.m. on the opportunity that we normally meet at 4 p.m. If you are not aware of what I'm talking about, DM me, reach out to me, reach out to Queen Dr. Pat or Dr. John, those of us that are here, and we will be ready and gladly share this information with you. All right, thank you. I almost missed that.
Oh, wait a minute. And you have to DM me too. Come on now. I know it. Come on. Why are you just trying to play games? Me too. Mm.
Everyone. And yes, if you are in any of the chat groups, please inform, reach out, and one of us is going to reach out to you. So thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Love you guys.
Love you
Jehovah is
all.
Jehovah is going to continue to watch and protect you guys when you leave today. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Betty. Bye.
Amen. Yahoo!